So we are back in one of our favorite places on earth, New Smyrna Beach, Florida, and you all have been asking us for more to do here. So last time we showed you right here all about how you can drive on the beach and explore everything New Smyrna has to offer on beachside, and
this time we're going to take you to the other side of New Smyrna Beach, which is Riverside, because right now we have spring break, bike week, and jellyfish season on the beach, so it gets pretty packed. All the parking lots are full, so if you're coming down here and you're like, oh man, I just drove here an hour, 2 hours to get here, what am I going to do? Well, we're going to show you that today.
okay, so there's one thing you must do when you're in New Smyrna Beach. You're gonna have a full day of amazing things planned outside, so you have to order yourself a sub to go. There's a ton of good options here in town. We love Mondelez, which we showed you in our last New Smyrna video. Manzano's is probably our all-time favorite, but when we're in a rush, we always use our go-to quick to-go food, and that is a Publix sub. Now, I didn't understand the hype around a Publix sub because Publix is just our local grocery store in Florida until I got one, and they're actually really delicious and quick and easy. I just ordered ours online, so let's go pick it up.
What did they tell you?
They ran out of bread. So Publix is really busy. It's clearly the place to go when you want a sub, but they ran out of bread, so they're making 5 more minutes.
All right, I guess that's worth waiting for.
There's our bread. Okay, so now we're gonna pop it into our watertight bag. We're good to go for the day. All right, we have our kayak. We own a kayak, so no need for a rental for us. But there are plenty of places to rent in New Smyrna Beach, and we'll actually show you our favorite one from the water. But this is kind of heavy doing one-handed, so I'm gonna get to the water and then tell you more.
Almost there.
Last time we put our kayak in the spot, there were like millions of crabs. You think they'll be there again?
Maybe. All right, so now we're going to put the kayak in the water as I carefully walk down all these really jagged rocks. So let's see how we do. All right, your turn.
So now, I don't think we told you the best part about our kayak. It is a one-seater kayak! Woo! Okay, so I did promise you that we would tell you where we usually rent kayaks or paddleboards, but why would we do that? This is such an adventure, honestly. He bought this. Did you buy this before me?
I did.
Yeah, he bought this pre me, and we've just really fought getting a second one. I mean, how many times do you think you have to save me when we get 2?
I'm dragging her kayak behind my kayak, so it's really just easier. But
It is. So we usually get kayaks. I mean, turn it around. Literally right there.
off the North Causeway.
Off of North Causeway. They're really great. They actually gave us like some quick paddleboard lessons the first time we used them. So highly recommend. We'll put the name, it'll go ding right here. So sometimes we catch some dolphins on this route, which is good because that means there's no sharks. I just saw a jelly washed up on the shore. I didn't know that there were jellies. Have we seen a manatee?
Yeah.
And manatees. So let's see what we can find today. Oh my gosh! Right when I said it, you all, there's dolphins. That was probably the most dolphins I've ever seen, and I'm
Same.
beyond thrilled. And I'm hoping that I got it on camera because I was freaking out. That was
all around us.
That was so cool. So as I was saying before, the dolphins surrounded us. We are right off of the North Causeway. If you rent from the place I pointed out earlier, this is the exact route that you'll take. And we're going somewhere really cool and somewhere that only exists about once a day or twice.
A couple times.
Once or twice a day.
Cramp. You've only been rowing for 2 seconds. Besides dolphins, there's also some pretty nice houses and boats to check out on the way out into the river. Right, so on the left here is our dream home. It's actually owned by an architect and it looks out onto the river. It's absolutely gorgeous here, and yeah, hopefully one day he'll sell it to us.
Let us house sit if you're watching.
Yeah, or let us house sit. Yeah. We have arrived on our island.
So about once a day during low tide, this island appears in the middle of the river. It goes from where we're gonna go all the way to that bush way back there.
Another island of bushes.
I don't think it has a name, at least we don't know of a name, but maybe we'll try and find the latitude and longitude for you all.
And if you're familiar with New Smyrna, you've probably heard of Disappearing Island. For those of you who've heard of it, this is not it.
Or
It
if
is
you
on
Google.
down that way, so we call this Disappearing Island Dose.
And we, for the day, brought our lunch. As you saw, we're gonna eat it right here in the middle of the river / ocean. I never really know what to call this.
The river, St. John's River.
Oh,
Oh, Drawbridge. Alright, so this is a dry bag that we got in Thailand. Our boat took on quite a lot of water, so let's actually see if our sandwiches stay dry here. Yep. Cool. Everything's dry.
Andrew went to this island. The water's really cold, so gosh, these people are totally stuck, and Andrew's pulling their boat with a rope. What is happening? Andrew is the type of guy that he cannot let something go if it needs to be fixed. And so I know right now he saw these people in distress and he is not going to stop. I bet they're like, it's okay, we'll figure it out. He's not going to stop until he makes sure that they're safely back into the deep part of the water. Well, they got it. At least they got it that way. Great job. My hero has returned.
Low tide can be treacherous here. What happened was that it's very easy, you know, they're from here, but it's very easy to actually make the mistake of thinking that you can beat low tide. And low tide is when all the dunes come up here. It used to actually be a lot deeper through here, but of course everything's shifting and there's more sand, and so they thought they could make it. They weren't really paying attention to the time, didn't know when low tide was, which is at 4 p.m., which is about right now. So they ran aground, and we were 10 feet. We were just this close to getting them back into deep water, but we just couldn't get them over that hump and ran aground. So we pushed them back out and got them to go around, and now they're heading back around the dunes and hopefully not going to run out of gas, they said. So you know, it's exciting. You never know what's going to happen out here. How's island life?
It's wonderful. I didn't have to pull the boat, so. Andrew got pool noodles. He's literally gonna float around in the ocean and pool noodles. This is hilarious. Woo! You're gonna float off to sea.
Later.
Full speed ahead. We're almost there. We're almost there. This mud is squishy. Okay, here we go. We're in. Alright, we are all cleaned up from our fantastic kayak ride, and we are in downtown New Smyrna Beach on Canal Street. It's one of our all-time favorite spots in New Smyrna. There are loads of good restaurants, cute little shops. Every second Saturday they have an old car show, they have arts and crafts fairs, and you can literally just Google what's going on Canal Street in New Smyrna and find all these incredible activities. Right now, we're gonna go get some food because that kayak trip worked up an appetite. So we're off to Yellow Dog Eats.
Really, it's funny. What's going on?
came here because I was really craving pulled pork, and it's a barbecue restaurant, and they're out of pulled pork. It's only 7 o'clock. It's not like we're here really late.
Well, they did say that they were going to have it in an hour and a half.
They did. An hour and a half they'll have pulled pork, and I'm sure that they're understaffed. And I have deep understanding, and I'm still going to eat, but I'm sad about it.
I am enjoying my first white stout. So hey, that's that's a good thing while we wait. And I think Megan's actually going to take off and go down the street to another one of our favorite restaurants and see if there's a little bit of a longer wait on.
All right, so they ended up being out of a second thing that we wanted. So
We're going to the next place. And luckily it's on down Canal because there's a few great restaurants on Canal Street.
It's been quite the day though. I mean, Publix was out of bread, Yellow Dog was out of pulled pork, and then a second thing.
Sweet tea and queso.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's 3 things. Anyways, we do highly recommend eating at Yellow Dog. It is
And
delicious.
they were super nice
Yeah.
about it. They just kept apologizing. We understand things happen, and actually a couple of cooks didn't show up, so that's what happened.
We'll be back, Yellow Dog. We'll film a whole new video of it. But now we're gonna go to Corkscrew.
Hopefully they have everything in stock. Like food. So even though we're at a different restaurant, Megan managed to get...
I got pulled pork.
What do you think? Worth it?
It's really good. Messy.
Alright, so we've left Corkscrew and now we've arrived to one of our favorite bars / restaurants, and it's unlike any other restaurant in New Smyrna Beach, and you're about to find out why. Alright, so as you can see, we actually are in a bar in a treehouse. So it's a very special occasion today, which I will let Megan over here tell you more about.
Okay, so today is March 14th, and there's one more important thing that we have to do today, and it does not have to do with pie. So 3 years ago, in 2018, on March 13th, my big brother passed away, and March 14th is his birthday. So every year we all have a massive celebration for him, and everyone must take a bourbon shot on his birthday for him. So we are here specifically to get a bourbon shot and cheers to Kirk and celebrate his life. And honestly, losing him was one of the hardest things and also one of the greatest gifts. It's one of the reasons that we continue to travel. It's one of the reasons that we always follow what we're passionate about. It's one of the reasons that we live life completely to our fullest. So here's to Kirk. This is really a treat for the camera because Kirk knows that I didn't like bourbon and I only drink this for him once a year. Cheers to you, Kirk.